Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel, Hazel Anaka Design. This is the first in what I hope will be a new playlist slash series on my channel. You know, a great deal of time and airtime and brain power is spent on finding ways to save money. That's why a lot of us thrift, because of course it makes financial sense to do so. If we can get what we want, excuse me, at a reduced price, then hey, we're money ahead. But I have to tell you, I do not know of a single living person who feels like they have enough time. And that doesn't seem to be limited to people at the, in the autumn of their, or the winter of their lives. It seems to be true for virtually every age group, or maybe let's say for adults. So, I mean, if you are the exception, if you feel like you've got a lot of time and don't know what to do next, then by all means write and tell me your secret, because seriously, I would like to know. I've always felt like I was fighting the clock, the calendar. So what I hope to address in these short videos is some techniques or things, practices that I've started doing or have been doing for years now that seem to make better use of my time. We all, excuse me, what the heck is it with this throat? Again, I need a Tic Tac. All of us, most of us, have lives and interests beyond just the crafting that we do. So we do have to attend to the practices and obligations that keep us healthy and fed and clothed and all of that. And we only have so much extra time. So in this video, I want to tell you what I do, and I think it saves time. I hope it. I'm deluding myself into thinking it saves time. We got a parcel the other day. We don't get parcels that often, certainly, but there was this gigantic piece of packing paper. So what I did was I spread it out. I sort of flattened it out the best I could and spread it out on the kitchen island. And I have a carpenter's square, an aluminum carpenter's square that's 2 feet by whatever the other dimension is. And I basically, very roughly, tore the paper into more manageable sized pieces. So just for the heck of it, let's measure this. Excuse me, 12 inches by, I think this was 24. 18, yeah, about 24. So this could theoretically be, with trimming or folding, could be a cover for a journal. And there'd be enough to, fold around. It could be further cut in half, and it would still be 12 by, what did I say this way? 12 by 12 roughly. So 2 covers. It could be used for gel printing or whatever. And it's a heck of a lot easier to store something like this, even if some of the pieces are uneven, than to, have that roll or that wad of paper. Now, I deliberately left it bigger than I thought it might need to be, and you can see some of my tearing was not very good, And then at the end, I have some other weird stuff going on here. But I'm not necessarily going to cut this down. But I will tell you that just the sheer fact this much prep, all in one fell swoop, has been done, means that I'm more likely to reach for a piece of paper. Whether I use it on my desk as a sort of a blotter and, you know, if a person's doing something messy like painting or stamping, that could work as well. And you end up with sort of a drop cloth effect, drop sheet effect, where you've got all that mixed media happening. Sorry, guys. So that's one thing. I could fold this further because, let's face it, putting a few more creases into this is not going to matter one little bit. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put this yet. I do have some other brown paper, but I'll have to tell you I'm more likely to reach for this than for paper that is still on a roll, because it's a pain. It breaks one's momentum, because you're having to do some sort of a housekeeping or an extra step before you can plunge right in. So I think that's a great time saver. And related to that, and I'm the only other person I know who does this, or that I've heard talk about doing it, is Kim Newberg at Images by Kim. I do this all the time. I've got filing cabinet drawers full. So what these are folio pages, obviously. And too bad there isn't smell TV, because these are all scented drawer liners. So you know how they come in a box and it's a pretty tight roll. So when I found, I forgot I even had this, and who could forget this paper? It is so gorgeous. But I forgot that I was trying to flatten out some of these sheets until I found my tree canvas the other day. So then I pulled it out, and again, same scenario. Now these sizes, this is all three of these papers are drawer liners, but you can see that one is, you know, a good inch taller and one is slightly wider, but it doesn't matter, because you make the best of what you have. If these pages, well, let's just measure. If these pink ones are too tall, 9 inches, so slightly, that either means that there will be a pocket folded up, or it'll be used in a larger journal, or, you know, this will become a torn edge like this is. You know, there are all kinds of scenarios. But again, isn't this a heck of a lot easier to reach for and to use? I fold some inside and some outside. Than, you know, a curled up piece of paper that is, you know, kicking around the studio and just risking getting damaged because it's neither here nor there. It's not being put to use and it's not being put away. So I do this. So in this scenario, we're talking about these pages, drawer liners. And you can see they still have a bit of spring to them. But I do this with everything. If I do a batch of dyeing, I will fold all the papers up. If I thrift a package of stationery paper, you know, with a printed design of some sort, you know, whatever it is, I'll fold them up. If I buy a ledger, I'll fold up the pages. Now, sometimes maybe that fold isn't exactly where I want it in the final product, but that isn't the end of the world either, because what's another fold among friends? You know, it's just, it doesn't matter. Same thing if I deconstruct a book. I will keep the folio pages that are worthy of being used in a project, I'll keep all those together. If some end up being torn down the middle, like so, those will probably go in a different pile because maybe they'll either go into a smaller project, where they can be folded the other way. But I have papers folded up in every conceivable size. In addition to saving that time, because you're doing it once, it also makes, especially if the paper is large, it makes it more compact and easier to store. Again, preventing damage. But I have teeny weeny ones. Too bad I didn't think of digging some of those. I have teeny weeny little ones folded. And of course, a clip or something holding them together because those little guys are really kind of springy. I have little folio sheets that are 2 inches wide by 1 inch tall. So no matter what I need, I pretty well have the paper folded and ready to go. So that is episode 1 of Saving Time in the Craft Room. If you are not a subscriber, I wish you were. If you like the video and found some value there, by all means, give me a thumbs up and write a comment. If you have some of your own time-saving strategies or techniques, then please share those. And maybe they'll turn into a video when I steal your idea. Oh, I meant to say when I adopt your idea. And this will become its own playlist, and the videos will be posted sort of as I can do them, as filler, as ideas occur to me. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. You will know that we've crossed the 500 subscriber mark some time ago. The draw will probably have the giveaway draw will probably have taken place by the time you see this. But we just keep marching on and hopefully growing and having fun together as we share ideas and support each other. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.